Happy New Year, everyone. My name is Isaac, and for New Year's, I resolve to stop screaming in my sleep.
And my name is Peter, and New Year's is kind of like a reset button, except for yesterday, if you stubbed your toe, it would still hurt today, even though it was 2025, and now it's 2026.
True. Yes, this is
Yeah.
yes, this is
It's
true.
just yesterday.
Yeah,
right?
both. Yeah, that's
But now it's 2026.
yeah, exactly. If you haven't seen the show before, this is Nonsensical. This is a show where we talk about whatever, whenever, however. Basically, we do whatever we want. We say whatever we want, unless we don't like what we say and we cut it out and you don't see it. And we have a good time. This is a podcast where two guys just chill and we just shoot the breeze and say what's on our mind. And normally we have a topic we get into. I bet you can't guess what today's topic is based on the thumbnail. Yeah. You'll never see it coming. But before we get into that, we haven't talked in a while. And we also haven't done this in a while,
Yeah, that's
which
true.
we'll probably get into. But Peter, my brother from another mother, how are you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. No, it's been pretty good. We haven't filmed and haven't talked a whole lot because we've had the Christmas holiday here, and I had like elongated Christmas over like 2.5 or like I guess 2 weeks or whatever, because we had my dad's side of the family. We went to go kind of be with them on the weekend before Christmas. And then Christmas Day was just my family. And then last Monday or whatever, we had my mom's side over at our place. So we hosted them, and it's been kind of all over the place. And I still am working and all the things. So nothing super exciting outside of Christmas holiday is now checked off the list.
Yeah, same here. Just enjoying lack of school, working. Well, I'm not enjoying working, but I'm working.
Yeah.
Working on personal projects here and there.
Good.
Yeah, been fantastic.
Good. Yeah. I'm glad that we both get some time off of school.
I mean, the cool thing about it being a new year, though, is that new things, new changes. Obviously, a lot of changes are being made to the podcast.
Yep.
We're going to be doing a lot more hard-hitting, reporting of world news. We're going to have very strong, unbiased debates about our political beliefs. And the corner of absurdity is unfortunately being removed. I'm just kidding. Roll the intro. It's time for Isaac's Corner of Absurdity. Okay, welcome back to Isaac's Corner of Absurdity. It's been a while. Have you been looking both ways before you cross the street? I'm talking to you, Matthew. Anyways, so I have two little articles here today that I wanted to talk about. One of them is significantly smaller focus than the other, but
Okay.
I just came across it and I really wanted to talk about it. This is from the website UPI on the odd news section, and this is written by Ben Hooper. Badminton playing robot breaks Guinness World Record in China.
Go figure, it's in Asia.
Yeah,
The robot.
I know.
Badminton.
I mean, just gonna get right into it. I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory. A badminton playing robot developed by a Chinese company broke a Guinness World Record by completing 1,452 rallies with the help of some of the country's top human players. The robot, developed by the, I am so sorry, Zhejiang Shenzhen Kaidong Technology Company, faced off against some of China's top badminton players in Shaiyang.
That company, the company that made this robot.
The company that made this robot in that place. The robot managed to successfully return 1,452 consecutive hits, setting the Guinness World Record for the most consecutive badminton counters hits with a mobile robot. The athletic robot was designed with vision and motion controls that are timed down to the millisecond. Obviously, we'll throw a picture up on the screen of what it looks like, but basically the video is just, if you don't end up looking at it, you're just listening. The robot is just like this, basically this thing on wheels, and it's got a little just arm with a racket that just goes like doom 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 doom, and it's impressive, but at the same time, it's just wow. AI is officially dominating the sports industry as well, huh?
It would only be a matter of time, right?
I mean, yeah, but gosh, I hate it.
You guys know that Isaac struggles with new technology stuff.
I do. I'm an old man. I'm set in my ways.
It's okay. It's okay.
But yeah, I just wanted to talk about that. But now I want to get into the juicier article. This is the one that really caught my eye. This is from the New York Post, the World News section by Richard Polina. And for any younger viewers out there, I would be careful looking around the New York Post just because there are some less than appropriate headlines out there. But 86-year-old fined $335 for littering after spitting out leaf that blew into his mouth.
Wow.
And this is real. This certainly left him with a bad taste in his mouth. It's not even a good one.
Man.
It's not even grammatically correct. An 86-year-old Englishman was hit with a preposterous fine for littering after 2 enforcement officers saw him spit out a leaf that had blown into his mouth. Roy Marsh had stopped for arrest while walking through a parking lot in the tourist town of Skegness on England's east coast when the wind blew a big reed into his mouth, he told the BBC. I spat it out, and just as I got up to walk away, 2 enforcement officers came up to me, Marsh said. The bewildered octogenarian,
Whoa,
that's a big word for Elmo, said that when officers accused him of spitting on the ground, he responded by calling one of them a silly boy. Oh no. They pulled up the nightsticks. However, Marsh quickly realized that they were not joking as he was fined €250, which is $335 for us. It was all unnecessary and all out of proportion, he recalled to the BBC. Marsh said the fine was expected to be reduced to €150, which is $200, after an appeal, but he was still required to pay the full amount. County Councillor Adrian Findlay described the case as one of many examples of officers being heavy-handed with enforcement in the seaside town, which relies heavily on tourism. They're taking it too far, Findlay told the outlet. If I came here on holiday and was given a $250 fine, I wouldn't want to risk coming back. There needs to be discretion, he added. We can't expect elderly people to chase crisp packets down the road if it's windy. Findlay said officers should be able to determine whether an incident is a genuine accident before issuing steep fines, or at the very least allow people the chance to apologize and rectify the situation. That's basically it. But I was just like, the poor man.
Yeah. Like what? And what kind of officer is out for people like that?
What officer is watching? These are the type of officers that stand by do not touch the grass signs and like, like just with like billy club in hand.
Yeah.
Like, what? And then there was 2 officers. What freaking Batman and Robin like duo patrolling the streets? Like, this is most ridiculous.
Dude, they must have been so bored.
I know.
I think that's the only reason.
They haven't been able to chase action in a while. They're just like,
you littered because you spat out a leaf.
I know. Slap the cuffs on them, boys. Like, drag them in chains. Bring them before a judge. The fact that this is also in England makes it really funny too. Because I mean, come on, I just want to hear them in their accents. Like, oi, governor. I'm sorry. I don't know. There's not much to say about it other than, that was so stupid. It's absurd, but it shouldn't be. That poor man should not be harassed for choking on a leaf that he spit out.
It's not even his fault, dude.
Like, are they mad because it's litter, or do they see it as leaf abuse? Like, I mean, obviously it said litter, but I want to see it as, for some reason, one of the officers is like, that's poor leaf. How dare you abuse this innocent nature of God's creation? I don't know. It's dumb. Anyways, back to the show. So, with all that juicy small talk out of the way, and that absolutely guffaw-inducing corner of absurdity all said and done, we're getting to today's topic of the episode. And obviously, the thumbnail and the title and the themes of the beginning of the episode kind of gave it away.
Yep.
We're talking about circuses. So I went down this rabbit hole. Did you know that I couldn't commit to this bit. I should have like searched up some sort of weird fact about circuses before I went into this. No, we're talking about New Year's, and specifically just the idea of celebrating New Year in general.
Yep.
Obviously, when you guys will see this, this is recorded on the day of New Year's.
Yep.
Like, this is January 1st, 2026. You guys will be seeing it most likely tomorrow, God willing, because we've had a lot of technical difficulties in the past.
I think we'll be okay this time.
I think we'll be good. You'll be seeing this tomorrow, January 2nd. But 2025 just ended, like literally just out the back door.
Yes.
And I thought because timing is perfect, it would just be kind of a interesting time to talk about the year, the past year in general, and of our victories and some defeats, and our thoughts of the whole year in general. I keep repeating myself, but
you guys get the point.
Yeah, you get the point. There's no other way to really reiterate it.
Yeah.
With all that being said, I guess Peter, you ready?
I am.
I'll kick us off here.
Okay.
2025 was a weird year for me. It was like really productive, but nothing happened in it at like the same exact time. Okay. Like I'm overall happy with how the year went because a lot of minor successes here and there. I got a couple of associate degrees.
There you go.
I graduated from my community college, which a lot of people are like, those mean nothing. Obviously, I'm getting my bachelor's right now, but the fact that I still got a college degree, an associate still count as a college degree, was one of my goals in life, and I'm happy that I got it. Mm-hmm. A lot of hard work. I was on the dean's list. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not going to pat myself on the back like that. But I was very proud of that. I was very happy when that was all said and done. It was a very bittersweet moment when I left my community college finally, and I was like, wow, I did that. Now on to the next chapter. Another victory was a little something called I think Nonsensical or something. I think that's how you pronounce it. Peter, you heard of this show?
I think I have, yeah.
Nonsensical. I'm just joshing with you guys. That was something I did not expect. That is not something I entered the year thinking was going to start.
Yeah.
I didn't think I was suddenly going to wear this guy down with enough begging, and I don't know what was in the air. I don't know if there's like a gas leak or something that you like rendered you like unconscious enough to agree to something, and by the time you regained your consciousness, we were too far in to say no. But that was something we started, and that's been very, very fun. I'm enjoying it, and I'm excited for what comes of it in the future for this year, but we'll get into that later. Getting onto a more like serious note, I do feel like I've grown a lot with my relationship with God. It's been a very personal year without getting too deep into some stuff, but I've confided in him a lot more. My biggest act, don't know what the word is, my biggest Christian thing I do, I guess, how I'll say it is I pray a lot. Like, I'm not the most outward of I'm not going to go up in front of our whole congregation and give
You're not
messages.
going to go speak.
Never. Never in a million years. But I'm very much I pray. That is how I that's how I relate with God. That's how I relate with friends and family, praying for them, thanking God for them. And a lot of trials I went through this year stemmed from me praying about them, and where we're either resolved through prayer, or they usually are resolved in prayer. It's just how soon it was. But that has been definitely a victory this year. A defeat of mine that I definitely went through is I'm a big procrastinator. I could have gotten a lot more done this year that I wanted to. As you know, I've been working on a book that I've been trying to get done for years now. I could have gotten that done this year, but I was so lazy. I put it off so much. I spent way too much time on YouTube. I spent way too much time playing video games. And there's a time and place for video games and stuff. But when you want to get something done, it's kind of and you care about it enough, you really should put your all into it. And while this last week or so I worked on it a bunch, not nearly as much as I still wanted to. And procrastinating is something I definitely, that's one of my biggest weaknesses as a human. Obviously, that's a very common thing. So if you guys struggle with procrastinating, feel free to sound off in the comments so we can relate with our struggles. But that was definitely something I struggled with. Anyways, that's kind of my 2025 in a nutshell. Nothing overly spectacular unless I'm missing some stuff.
You didn't get married or something?
No,
like that,
I don't think so. Anything else that happened this year? Let's see here. No crimes I committed. Didn't get into any cool cinematic fist fights. I didn't save the world, not yet anyways. And cure world hunger. No, I think that's it for me.
Okay.
What about you? Did you do any of those things or anything minor?
A lot of stuff has gone on in the last year. since 2025 began. A lot of stuff has happened. I have graduated with my associate's degree, like Isaac has his associate's degree. I started a new full-time job last May, June, I guess, time frame, and that's been going good. Glad for that. So graduated now, I'm full-time working. I have done a solo camping trip. I actually posted a YouTube video on my personal channel on that. And that was
link will be in the description.
that was a great experience for me to just kind of get out and do something on my own, kind of push me outside of my comfort zone. This year I decided to take a step in trying to be more social in a lot of different situations, whether it's at work or with friends or all the things. And I feel like I have succeeded in like progressing in my social abilities, talking to people, talking with people, talking through situations with people, whether good or bad. So that's a win for me, starting a full-time job and graduating and continuing with communication, because I feel like that's one thing that we are always can be striving towards.
Yep.
Kind of goes into the things that have not gone so well this year. Only 2 weeks ago, I myself have gotten in a car accident, and that didn't go so well. That was a week before Christmas, on Thursday before Christmas.
Peter was on his way to pick me up because me and him were going to go to a Christmas party at another church, and
lo and behold,
I get a text saying, I just got a car accident right outside your house, so I think it's a no-go for us. And I'm like, oh, you think?
Yeah. Funny enough, I was about a block away from his house at an intersection, got just kind of like miscalculated, and it was snowing, it was dark, it was
icy.
Slippery, it was icy.
Terrible conditions. I don't know why we were going to this Christmas party, but
hey, it's okay. We wanted to make an effort.
Yeah, we did.
I still have the car. So like I had a 2008 Honda Accord, and I got hit by a 3-row SUV. So you can only think of which car got the most damage.
Water gun versus AK-47.
Yeah. So my car is currently in my parents' garage right now, and we are trying to navigate like how to get rid of it. I have learned a lot actually by taking it apart, and then now I put it back together because I figured I can't fix this thing. That's been a downside. On the upside though, last weekend I ended up buying a new car because I needed one. Not exactly in the plan that I wanted to do. Like I wanted to at least get my next job, which kind of goes into like what we'll do in 2026, but get a new job, and then probably like a year into that job, get a new car, because my car is like almost 20 years old, but I have a new car now. So I guess that's
something you don't have to worry about in the future.
Yeah, God just had a different way to do it, a different timeline. So now I have a 2015 Subaru Outback, and I'm pleased with it. And but on the downside,
Lost Old Faithful.
Exactly. Some other stuff that maybe didn't go so well is, I guess, I don't know if this is like a bad thing or a good thing, but my work, I've now realized that it's not necessarily my full-time like joy, I guess.
Yep.
I don't really enjoy the work that I'm doing for my job right now, and kind of leading into 2026, I'm going to be looking for a new job at some point once the time and things open up. And I mean, kind of realizing that that's not maybe the path for me is a good thing.
Well, especially at such an early age.
Yeah.
Like you're young.
Yeah.
You're not like 35 and like, oh shoot, I've been here for 10 years.
I mean, it's been a good job for what I've had it. I'm a year and a half in. I did like a year internship, and been working full time for the last like 8 months or so. So I'm glad with it. But those are kind of the upsides and the downsides of 2025 that I can recall.
I want to go back real quick to the car. You guys don't know because I wasn't in the car when it happened. Like some people hearing the story thought I was there because I kept asking like, someone was like, was Peter in the right or the wrong? I was like, well, I don't know technically. I'm like, from what he told me, it was a mutual issue, but I wasn't in the car when it happened. He was down the street from me, and I see him pulling up into my driveway, and I'm like, oh, no, I'm like, there, shoot. So I run out there to check up on him, and I'm like, oh, the corner of his car looks terrible, and I keep walking. I'm like, bumper is gone.
Yeah.
Wow, whole entire front of the car is gone, and I'm
Here's
like,
a picture of like what it actually ended up looking.
yeah, look at that bad boy. And he steps out of the car, and he's all like, hey, and I'm like, whoa, buddy, you okay? And he's like, yeah, man, I don't realize it. Peter, I don't think you realize how baller you sounded when you said this, but you were just like, yeah, the bumper's in my back seat, and I'm like, what? What? Like, I just, the image of you, like, on the side of the road, just shoving this bumper in the back of your car and then driving to my house. I don't know, it's just something, as horrible a situation that was, something's really funny about that.
It was kind of.
And then what made it even funnier too is you were sitting in my kitchen. You're like calling your parents, letting you know what happened. And I'm like, we were going to a Christmas party, and we were supposed to be wearing white elephant gifts.
Yeah.
And I'm like, so Peter, what'd you get? We like revealed our gifts right there, and then I had a pack of donut holes I was gonna bring, and I was like, "Well, there's no sense of that." And I just
Slapped
opened
it
them on the table, and it just. I'm thankful you were in the neighborhood, and so much more thankful that we weren't in the car driving on the highway when it happened,
True.
because that is a way worse situation to be in. But just. You pulling into my car with no bumper, and then you revealing that it's in the back seat. I'm like, oh, wow, okay. And then your dad like shows up and he's checking out the driveway. And he walks in, he's like, whoa, oh, yeah, wow. Like that's
Pretty
pretty.
much.
He had some exclamations that were really funny. But yeah, just going back to, I just had to.
Yeah,
bring that
no,
up.
all things are good. I'm safe. The other driver's safe. We're all good.
No lawsuits have been filed.
No, just kind of like a annoyance
An
that I had to
oopsie.
deal with. Yeah, a big oopsie. Probably the biggest oopsie I've done.
If any of you saw my community post I posted a couple weeks ago, it was mainly in the implications with that. That's why we had to halt some videos, because while we had some technical difficulties on a previous video that still need to be worked out, but then we couldn't get that one worked on because Peter had to go car shopping.
Yeah.
And I was useless in the situation. I couldn't help with either. So, and then holidays on top of that, you know, it's fine. We have lives.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure y'all understand that.
Yeah. But now we're back.
Moving on to the next section. So yesterday was 2025. Today is 2026.
Yeah.
I think you all know where I'm going with this. Just 2026. What do we hope we do in this year, that we accomplish in this year, or that we just hope for
some
in the year?
goals or things that we're maybe passionate about this next year.
And these are New Year's resolutions, because I, like many people, I think New Year's resolutions are really stupid. Like I resolve to stop, like, punching my brother in the face every day or something like I resolve to, like, go on a diet. I mean, it's great to set goals. It's just, but the resolution thing of, like, the entire year of not doing something, you're gonna fail most likely. If you don't, that's great, but it's like, plan for setbacks. The problem, the idea with setting goals is that sometimes there will be setbacks, but you want to see how far you get to trying to achieve that goal.
Yep.
And then try to beat that record next time. So if that makes any sense, because I could just be, I am the equivalent of a balloon just being released with air sometimes. I make a lot of noise, but it makes no sense. So getting into what I hope my 2026 will look like, as one of the things, as I mentioned before, is I want to, like, a short one that's important, but I already kind of talked about. It's more like I want to continue growing my relationship with God. One thing I really want to do is actually just getting more into the Word. I've not been great at reading the Bible. I'm just like, I don't know if it's because I'm a writing major and I have to read so much in general. So the idea of, like, sitting down and reading a bunch of chapters of something just isn't attractive to me, no matter what it is. And I also just, I have trouble focusing. Like, I'm undiagnosed, but I most likely have ADHD. So sometimes it's really hard for me to just sit down and do something without, like, hey, what's that over there, or whatever.
Yeah.
But I want to continue growing in that. It's something I've been meaning to do for a long time. I dabbled here and there. This past year, me, Peter, and a friend of ours have a little Bible study we do every couple of weeks. That's been helping, like, dipping my toes into it. But want to continue growing in the Word. Another thing I want to do is, one thing I was really thankful for 2025 is it was a very relational year for me, I guess if that's the word. A lot of relationships I had with people grew like significantly, or like reincarnated in a way. Sure. Like some people who I either kind of had like some falling outs with or kind of broke off from, we like reconnected and we're back to being like good friends again, which I'm very thankful for. And some people who I was just kind of like acquaintances with, like relationships grew significantly and we became good or close friends. I'm hoping 2026 is that. I'm a very social guy. I really like I like having friends. I like hanging out with people. I'm hoping I have many instances this year where I'm able to get together with friends and just have fun, continue to build relationships and make memories, because I really don't want to be the type of person where it's like I just kind of like fall out with someone or lose connection with someone just like that, because life gets difficult. Yep. People get different jobs. People have different schedules. I want to be able to keep relationships the way they, not the way they are, but just
keep developing them.
Yeah, keep developing them. Another goal for 2026 of me is, I'm saying it right now, and I'm putting it there. That way I follow it.
Okay.
I'm finishing my book this year.
Okay.
I'm putting it there right then and there. I'm going to get it done. Obviously, I can't say I'm going to get it published and sold this year. I want to get it done completely so it's ready to send to a publisher. That's my biggest goal. And I'm going to hold it. I'm putting it out there right here. So that way, by the end of the year, I can have
accountability.
And I won't do the walk of shame on an episode saying, "Oh, guys, about that." I mean, maybe I will. I don't know what can happen this year. I could like break both my arms.
That would be an issue.
And not type. But
hopefully not.
Hopefully not. But I'm putting that out there. Accountability. He's here. Y'all are here. 2026 untitled Isaac novel will be finished and ready for a publisher. Our pastor was gracious enough to allow me to lock myself in the church for a week, couple of weeks back, and I was able to just work for like 4 hours a day on that, which I made significant progress on. Not as much as I wanted to, but it's a start, and I'm hoping I'm going to do that a lot more this year. And what's the term? It's the monkey on my back that I want to get off. It's my passion, but I want to take that step forward as it leads more into my other goal. And that's, I want to take more risks this year.
Okay.
Both personally and professionally.
I like that.
Like I want to start looking into like full-time jobs that kind of line up into the line of work I'm interested in. As I've mentioned before, I'm a creative writing major. I'll be finishing my bachelor's program this semester, but I added 2 minors into my program, so I'll still be in school till most likely next year, and that is advertising and screenwriting, as all 3 of those things complement each other. I'm interested in getting into advertising. I'm interested into like copywriting, just anything similar to those types of jobs. Yeah. And I'm hoping whether I for some reason get an internship like this summer, or I find something that gives me the opportunity for the next year, because a lot of internships like take a while for you to get into it. Like you can't just start like the next week. Like sometimes it's like, hey, come next year or whatever. Like I find something that leads to something. Because most likely, because I'm kind of getting a little late start on it, there's a good chance I won't find anything. But if I'm nowhere to look, I'm taking more steps professionally with my job or with job seeking, because I'll just work longer shifts at the pizza place during the summer or whatnot. Yep. I just want to, take the step forward. I want to get out there a little bit more. And also personally, like just with some stuff, like I have some small stories that I've written. I want to try to send those to websites to get published and whatnot.
That'd be cool.
Like that's something I want to do. I've always been too scared to. Maybe I'll start my own individual YouTube channel. Maybe I want to take more risks creatively, because I do feel like I have this is the most narcissistic thing I'll ever say in my podcast. I feel like I have a lot to give creatively, and I feel like I can entertain people in a lot of ways or whatnot. And I want to do something. I want to do something that by the end of the year, I'm just proud of that thing I did. That it's like, I took a step. I could have fallen completely on my face. Maybe I did, but I did it anyways.
Yeah, and you can learn from it.
Yeah, so taking risks. That's like my number 1 goal. Also, I plan to interfere at a wedding and yell, "I object this union." Just whatever wedding I end up going to.
For me, 2026, kind of alluded to earlier, looking for a new job sometime in the springtime. We've got the career fair at my school coming up in mid-February. So that's something that I can look forward to. I banked a bunch of my vacation time so that I can do that. You know, socially continuing in the same path. You know, Isaac talked about like being more open and whatnot. I like to do that too. Kind of embedding myself in a community that's bigger than maybe the community that's like very small that we are in right now.
Yeah, we have a small community. Well, it's great because we're close with a lot of people. We want more people involved. It's a very small.
Yeah, when you get people that are so focused in the same way, you all kind of go in the same direction, but sometimes it's better to have some other perspectives. Yeah, being willing to talk to more people, kind of the thing that I started to do last year and I'd like to continue is like figuring out ways to like start small talk with random people, which is way outside of my comfort zone at all, like completely outside of my comfort zone. But I know that it's good for me, both like professionally to be able to talk to people, but also relationally, because you never know what might lead to the next thing, right?
Yep.
Taking some steps towards continuing on the same direction. I like to continue my exercise regimen, kind of like figuring out the right. I know that's kind of like a stereotypical next year thing.
No, but the thing is, that's something I also wanted to add to mine. I forgot. I actually want to create a workout plan that I actually follow for once. Because
you're excited to do?
Yeah.
That's half the battle. It's just being willing to do it.
Like, I want to. It's just I'm so bad at following something. I'm one of those people where it's like, I'm very like schedule oriented in the day where it's like I typically have to work out in the morning. That's that's when I'm most motivated to do it. And it's like, oh, I took 5 minutes longer to do that one thing. There goes my morning, and then I'll like use that as an excuse not to do it. Like I want to be able to create a plan that I actually follow.
Yeah. So part of that is like the discipline thing. You just gotta do it.
I know.
Set a goal and do it. Even if it's a little small thing.
Small victories are important. Like,
oh yeah, they are.
You keep like I used to like kind of take them for granted, but no, small victories are just as important as big victories because usually a bunch of small victories eventually lead to the big victory, the big goal you're trying to get to.
Exactly.
So don't take them for granted.
Yeah. Another thing that I'm kind of looking forward to is last year I took that solo camping trip. I have now a more outdoorsy vehicle now.
Off-roading.
So I would be interested in taking some kind of trip this year. I know that a lot of things are going to go on in my life in the next 6 months or so because we've got lots of family stuff going on. I've got people that are getting married in my family, and we're flying down to Florida to go to the World Cup game and all these things. But as life gets busy, I'd like to be able to have an opportunity to like step back and reflect.
Yep.
And I wrote down on a sticky note to reflect on 2025. I've got a little journal and I'll write in there whenever I remember to. But I'd like to reflect personally on the things that I've improved on this year. So as I go into like this next month of January where it's awfully cold outside and kind of like just groggy outside, I'd like to take the opportunity to write down the things that I was excited about in kind of a direction that I can put myself towards. And you never know what God has for each of us individually and even for you guys watching, right? Mm-hmm. So those are kind of my goals to, start a new job, to continue being more relational, and to like seek out opportunities to like step back and reflect on what's going on in my life, what's going on in relationships and whatnot. Always good to look forward to exciting things.
But no, going back to what you said, another thing I also really want to do is I want to keep journaling. One thing I actually got into this past year was journaling, like just. It's not a diary. It's not a diary.
Kind of like reflecting.
It's kind of a diary.
It's reflecting on the day.
And and I did it very randomly. Like, I was really consistent, and then I took large gaps, and then I'd get consistent and whatnot. And a lot of it was like deep thoughts and whatnot. Recently, I've decided I have 2 journals, and I decided to make the second one not so deep, and it's very much just like whatever the heck is on my mind.
Yeah.
Like I like opened up and I started writing like my playlist for my life, where I'm like, this is my favorite song, this is the morning, this is my wake up song, this is my walking song,
kinda
this,
cool.
this is my love song, this is my depressed song. this is the song I really like, but it's not fit in any category. I did a page where I was like, if I had cast my friends as actors, who would they be? This is who I'd cast myself as, and I wrote, this is stupid, I'm not doing this anymore. I can't think of any. I'm like, I'll come back to this later. But like, I think it's important to kind of like have something like deep to write about, and then like just not so serious stuff. Like you need a balance of both of those things. Don't take life seriously, but take it seriously enough. So Peter, we're gonna find you a girlfriend this year. Is that the nonsensical goal of 2026? So we're putting it out there. The goal is for Isaac to not get his arms broken, and for Peter to find a girlfriend.
I mean, all jokes aside, I think there's a lot of good things that we can be looking forward to coming 2026.
Yes.
Whether it's for us personally or even for you guys as you listen to the stuff, kind of think about what you would be seeking for this next year.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, if you guys feel comfortable posting in the comments, like, what are some goals you guys have? Simple episode. I just thought it'd be a good way to reflect on the past year, but also set some personal goals for us while actually kind of being able to hold all of us accountable for them, because I want 2026 to be a big year. Whether I just have one small victory that I'm really happy about, or I have many large victories that are successful, I think it's just important to put it out there. But with all that said, we're kind of getting to the point where we wind down a little bit, and this is the point of the episode where we like to put a Bible verse out there for you guys. And Peter, take it away.
So as we're kind of looking towards 2026, got a verse for us today coming from Isaiah 43, 18 and 19. Forget the former things. Do not dwell on the past. See, I am a new thing. Now it springs up. Do not perceive it? I am making a way in the wilderness and streams in the wasteland. Kind of an encouragement that we should not dwell on the former things. Even though 2025 we should kind of reflect on. We don't need to dwell on those mishaps, like me crashing my car, or whatever, Isaac might have a loss here and there, but focusing on what is today, the present, and knowing that we are made new in Christ. So just a reminder that, even though you may feel down on going into 2026, I hope you feel uplifted by our encouragement and all the things. So hope you guys had a nice time just kind of talking with us, kind of a low-key episode, kind of getting more personal with us.
Yeah, no. Don't worry, it'll be funny next time. No, I'm just kidding. It's good to have these types of episodes every now and then.
Yeah.
And obviously, hope you guys all had an amazing holiday with both Christmas and New Year.
Yeah.
Hope 2026 serves you well. That's a good year. Obviously, I hope our year goes well, but we hope you guys' year goes well as well.
Yes.
We look forward to some upcoming videos and whatnot. We got some banger content. We're still aiming for Fridays. It might not be every week because schedules are getting weird.
Life happens.
We'll be going back to school here in a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
But we got some plans in the work. We're not kicking the can at all.
Nope.
Kicking the bucket. That's what I meant to say. We're not kicking the bucket at all. We still want to keep doing this. I thought about, like, what if we did like a clickbait video where it's like the end, and everyone's like, no, and then the description of 2025, making everyone think we're like deleting the channel or something like that. Smash like, ring the bell, subscribe, and comment
and comment down below what you guys are excited for 2026.
Just comment in general. We want to listen to you guys. Happy New Year.
Enjoy 2026.
Bye.